Hey guys, how do y'all like my avatar that I created that was on a program that came with my computer called Cyberlink UCam? They've got like a few different cute little things that you can do with your videos and stuff as you record them. So I thought, well, what the hey, I'll just create this little avatar and use it. Well, I'd like to start out by letting you guys know that I finished that animation that I was working on, and I named it The Lottery Girls Win, and I was pretty pleased with it. It could have been better, but I still, I had fun doing it, and you can check it out. It's on my Doodle Be Toodle channel here on YouTube. So yeah, I mean, I really enjoy doing my animations and stuff. Being a artistic type person, anyway, I just like to I guess have an outlet and everything. I'm not the best. Lord knows I'm not the best artist. I'm not the best singer. I'm not the best anything. I just want to have fun and create things. It's just the way I am. Which also leads me to something else that I'm going to be working on, and it has to do with an idea that I had mentioned briefly in my last video, dealing with the finding out. Now this is going to be a complete work of fiction, but it's based on my experience where I had saw that object come down from the sky that I had already talked about. And it kind of, that kind of stirred up some ideas in my head and everything. And with everything that's been happening, watching other videos and news stories where other people have had experiences with UFOs and just different things that have been occurring in the world, I'd say within the last 10 years. Anyway, this idea, it's very vast. It's very complicated. So that's why I'm going to have to break it up and have like a starting point and then just take it section by section, because it's just so complicated. It would take a person 10,000 lifetimes to actually to basically write it all, because it is so complicated. And it deals with, the discovery of different worlds, and the truth actually comes out. I don't want to give too much away, but let's just say something happens, things get hacked into, and the public gains knowledge of other worlds that were already in existence, that our government knew about for several years. Also other worlds that are that our and other worldly governments created, like actually created planets through very complicated processes of, what am I trying to say here? It's a science that it's fictional, but it's, it can create things from what is found out in the, how do I say it? Solar systems, the universe. It can be collected material. Oh God, what am I trying to say? Dadgummit. Anyway, the knowledge is there to create planets and stuff out of the materials that's been sucked up into devices and things. I can't really explain it right now. I just have to, because my mind has went blank, but it has to deal with all that. I mean, it's very complicated, but yet, it's going to be fiction, so it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be exact. It's not going to be any of that. It's stuff that I'm creating in my own mind. But anyway, this is going to be discovered in this fictional world by the masses, and by the time it's said and done, there's going to be people that are going to be selected to go and explore these worlds, and also there's going to be transferring of humans and other beings between planets. Some will just be visiting, some will be living. There's going to be romances through different types of beings, humanoid beings. Let's just say that. And it's going to deal with all levels of existence and genres, as far as like writing and stuff. Say like mystery, romance, all that type of thing. All those things can exist in between these humanoids and other worlds, because there will be a way of traveling in between these worlds, which deal with wormholes and just, it's just like a real quick boom from planet to planet type thing. So, people and humanoids, we'll just say humanoids, having contact with each other is not going to be that complicated. But basically, there's going to be all kinds of deals made between governments and worlds and planets, blah, blah, blah. There's going to be deals made, and there's going to be people, like I said, that go to live on other planets, people that go to visit other planets. There's going to be all kinds of things happening, from murder to you name it, to corruption. It's just going to be so vast and so complicated. That's why I'm going to have to take it in baby steps. And I'm going to try to turn it, starting out, into like a YouTube animation series. And I'm going to try to turn it into books with accompanying pamphlets and coloring books, or shall I say activity books, to accompany all of it, to make it fun, to make it, to break things down also. That's what the pamphlet things are going to be, is to break it down to where if anyone has questions, they can go back and look at the pamphlets, because not everything will be explained in the books or stories or whatever. So that will be the person's means of finding out without having to be bored half to death, just like I am now, with everything being explained in one medium. It would just be too complicated and too boring, and too, it would just really drag something down. So that would be the easiest way that I can think of to break it all down into sections. And if a person really wants to find out the details, then there's a way for them to do that. But the people that don't really want the details or whatever, then they won't be bothered so much with that. So yeah, that's the goal. That's the idea. And I'm hoping to succeed, at least, to a certain point with it, because it's just going to be so complicated. I would probably die before I even got, anywhere far into the stories and everything, because it's just very complicated. But I hope to make a good dent into what I'm planning to do, and just see if people will like it or whatever. I don't want to make it like your average science fiction stuff, to where it just deals with traveling from one planet and people being in the military, or being in like space cadets, that type of thing. To me, that's just too, I don't know, it's just, I don't like too much of the Star Wars thing. I want it to be as normal as possible with our daily human lives, but yet you have to deal with the idea of traveling to other planets, different people having different jobs. Some people will be dishwashers. Some people will be, drillers for mining companies. Some people will be lawyers. Some, you know what I mean? Like everyday life, except it will be in between different planets, and it will be more jobs for people. that type of thing. It would just be so much to it. And so I just really think that if I can, hit on some of that it might, people might like that. Also, I would like to mention that I plan on putting it to where in this fictional project, there will be deals made with worlds to where if humans from planet Earth go to certain planets, they have to strike a deal to where they will not be able to come back to Earth unless someone replaces them. And what I mean by that, there will be other people signed up ready to go to that particular planet that they have went to in exchange for them coming back to Earth and taking their place, if that makes any sense to anyone. But that's just going to be on certain planets. That has to deal with deals being made to populate other planets, blah, blah, blah. Because in the fictional story, the Earth, which our Earth is in real life, pretty populated. And some people, not me, but some people believe that it's overpopulated. I mean, that's a fact, And in the story, that's their ideals. And they plan to, instead of killing people off, which would be what people in real life think that the Illuminati plans on doing, is killing people off to deal with the population issue. And could very well be the truth, just by my own experiences in life. There's just too much there to make me believe that, that could be in the works. But in the story, the solution is to send humans to other planets and stuff. That helps alleviate the population problem. So, hey, So that's that idea that I'm working with. So, I don't know how people feel about that, but that's the idea with it. I don't want to give too much away, which you really can't because it's just so complicated, but I just want to know what you guys think about it. Do you think that I'm kind of onto something that interests you or maybe people that you know? If so, just let me know. But anyway, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.